Varney and company, Governor Jeb Bush. Governor, welcome to the program. Good to see you, sir.
Great to be with you.
In the debate last night, two candidates said that climate change was the greatest threat. What do you think is the greatest threat?
I think the national security of our country is threatened by Islamic terrorism and by nation states that see our weakness and are exploiting it and are running wild, in effect, and trying to reestablish their power and influence in the world and creating the potential of real conflict. And whether that's in the Middle East or other parts of the world, we're seeing it play out. We need a strong America. And then we need to focus on how do we create high, sustained economic growth,
yes,
where more people can have rising income. I mean, climate change is changing,
on your horizon,
I worry about the declining income for people's pockets. That's the bigger issue.
Is climate change on your horizon, on your radar screen at all?
Well, I mean, in the sense that the climate is changing. Okay, we got that, and we can adapt to that reality. But the simple fact is you can't hollow out your industrial core to deal with this. You have to grow the economy. We need rising income for the middle class. We need people lifted out of poverty. And all of the programs from the left are top-down driven programs that suppress wages, that suppress job growth, that suppress investment in our country, and we need to do the exact opposite. We can solve our climate problems over the long haul and just be prepared for them by growing our economy at a far faster rate. And that should be the priority of the next president, because we've had 8 years now of serious decline, and it's changing who we are as a nation.
Well, you've got a tax plan, and you've released it in some detail, but it didn't get that much traction. How do you react to Trump's view that you're a low-energy candidate, and that's why your tax plan didn't get much traction? I've got to get a reaction from you.
Yeah, look, this is it's not about the big personalities on the stage. My tax plan calls for a reduction in the corporate rate to 20% and full deduction of all capital investing. That's a high-energy idea, because that would grow our economy at a far faster rate than what we're growing now. We limit the number of carve-outs and special interests and shift power back to people is what we need to do. The proposal we've put out would sustain economic growth at a far faster rate. And you combine that with the repeal and replacement of Obamacare and the regulatory proposals I've put out, we could grow at 4%. Particularly if we embrace the energy revolution in our midst. Growing at 4% would change everything about our psychology, how we feel about ourselves, our country, and it would grow, more importantly, income for the middle class that hasn't had a raise in 15 years. That should be our mission. All the politics around this is just completely irrelevant.
Okay. We know your schedule. We see you running from dawn to midnight every single day. We know how grueling it is to run for the presidency, no question about it. So my question to you is, why are you running? What's the fundamental driving force to make you want to be the president of the United States?
Well, first of all, I'm in a position that makes me feel privileged and honored to be running, and I love this country, and I do it with incredible passion and commitment, because it's a serious endeavor. But my motivation to run, it relates to the fact that we're in decline right now economically, and I think we can, because of my practical experience as governor, I know how to fix the things that are holding us back. And the reason I'm proposing these detailed plans is I want to implement them so that people can rise up again. We have too many people stuck in poverty, and the middle class is being squeezed in a way that is more than just rhetoric. It's real. And so the next president of the United States needs to shift power away from Washington, fix the things that are broken so that people can rise up again. That's my mission. And then restoring America's greatness and leadership in the world has to be part of that. They go hand in glove. So those are my motivations, and each and every day I talk about this with passion and conviction.
Sounds like Make America Great Again. I mean, that's somebody else's slogan, but there you are. Can you beat Hillary?
I can beat Hillary, and every poll shows I can. And I have a proven record that gives people confidence that I'm just not talking about it. When I was in governor of Florida, we cut taxes every year. We reduced the government by 11%, but we led the nation in job growth 7 out of 8 years. We were one of 2 states to be AAA bond rated. They called me Veto Corleone, Stuart, because I vetoed 2,500 separate line items in the budget. I reformed our schools, our child welfare system. I took on the special interests, and I won. That kind of leadership is what we need in D.C., so I'm going to tell that story to many people as I can, and I believe I'm going to win the nomination, and I will take it to whoever wins the Democratic nomination, and we'll win.
Governor Jeb Bush, thanks very much for being with us this morning. Thank you, sir.
God bless.